So, Kevin, moving on from talking about something to benefit the community that not only helps heal their bodies, but something that can help impact their minds, something unique that they can take a look at. And that is innovative photography at a local photo business that we want to talk about. And here to join us right now is the owner of Hite Photo and the Print Refinery, Tom Hite. Thank you so much for joining us today, Tom.
Thank you for having me.
Did I say that correctly? Tom Hite, or is it Hite?
Oh, it's just Hite, like
Okay.
kite, only with an H. It's easier.
Absolutely. So Hite Photo has been around since 1924, 100 years, which is quite remarkable. How have you seen the photo industry evolve over the years, and how has your business adapted to some of these changes?
Well, yes, thank you. It's been a long ride, and this technology changes like monthly. My grandfather started it way back in 1924. We're celebrating our 100th year this year. We've got an open house coming up on October 19th, and everyone's invited to come up and win some prizes and get a behind-the-scenes tour of exactly what we do here. And there's light refreshments and stuff like that. It's a quick, easy thing. But getting back to your question, yeah, the technology has massively changed. Everyone that's my age probably remembers back in the 80s and 90s when you shot film and you had to, drop it off and wait. And then 1 hour photo came out and wow, I can get it in an hour. And like all those things. It was kind of fun because you had to wait to see what you got. But now, of course, everybody's just shooting on their phone. And you get instant gratification, and people are sharing them differently and stuff like that. But printing is still something that's being done. People don't print out, every single thing they shoot, of course, because we shoot tons of stuff. But they do want to do something cool with like that one shot of the summer or the best shot of the trip or something like that. So printing and photography has exploded as to what you could do. I could offer you 10 years ago matte or glossy paper. Now you can print on glass and aluminum and fabric and canvas and wood and a whole bunch of different items. We have a really cool new printer called a Logo Jet. It's a UV printer, and it can print on anything, and then it uses a blue light like like dentists use to cure the product to whatever it's printed on, so it doesn't peel off or come off, and is extremely durable. We go to a convention every year to learn the new softwares and learn the new techniques and different papers and all the things that are out, to keep up with it, so we can then give our customers all the new cool stuff that's going on.
Wow, all of this sounds so unique. I'm always so fascinated by a lot of these photography techniques. My mom worked in photography for many, many years, so I'd been exposed to a lot of these practices for quite a bit throughout my life. So it's always interesting to learn about some of these new innovative techniques like you guys are doing. And West Bloomfield and the surrounding communities have many photographers and artists. You can find them anywhere you look. How does Hite Photo support the creative community, and what are some standout projects or collaborations that come to mind?
Well, what we do for the artists, and you're right, West Bloomfield has tons of awesome local artists and art shows and things like that. Well, artists, it's a great thing, fun thing about this job. We get to see people's art because they'll bring it in. They don't want to sell their piece that they've spent 3 months or 4 months or longer on making. So we digitize that piece so they have a digital file of it. And then they can output it on anything they want. They can output it on watercolor paper again, or canvas, or whatever they want, and sell the copies and keep their original. So we have a lot of artists that come in with their artwork. We do what's called a digital copy negative. We actually shoot it in our studio with the lights at a 45-degree angle so you don't get any glare. And then you get an extremely high resolution digital file of your work. And that just opens the door for anything. You can, put it up on a stock photography site and sell your work. You can print it again if you've got an art show coming up, or it just preserves it in case, gosh forbid you had a flood or a fire or something like that. You don't lose all that time you spent.
Wow, great stuff everywhere you look. Tom Hite joins us, owner of Hite Photo and the Print Refinery, right here on The Splash to talk about innovative photography right at his local photo business. And it's not just photography that you guys cover, Tom, because you're also working with something that's called VHS. I'm just kidding. I know what VHS is. VHS and 8mm videos that are being turned into digital formats. How have you seen the demand for preserving home videos change over the years, and what do customers in Greater West Bloomfield appreciate most about this service?
The archiving and restoration is one of our main revenue streams. We do a ton of it because it's crucial to everybody's family history. And when COVID hit, people had time to like go through their boxes and dig stuff out and things like that. And we found that people were coming in with all kinds of things after that to preserve their family's history. And you mentioned VHS and videotape. We do just about anything you can dig out of the basement, and we do it here in the store. So the thing that I would say the customers appreciate the most about our service is it's done here. There's lots of places that offer this kind of stuff, but they outlab it. And some places even outlab it out of the country. And it's like, no, I'm not sending my stuff out, and nothing wrong with other countries, but I would like it to at least remain in the country. So knowing where it is and being able to call somebody on our phone and talk to somebody about it, and having the 40 plus years of experience of dealing with all this stuff really makes people comfortable about it. Of all the things we do, slides, prints, negatives, videotape, and movie film, the videotape goes bad first, because if you think about videotape, it's so thin and it's basically little rust particles, adhered to that plastic. And as it ages, the adhesive wears off and the little bits flake off, and you get snowy picture and garbled sound. So we always tell people, hey, if you have anything good on tape still, get that in first. The other stuff is longer lasting. And another thing, there's been a couple breakthroughs in the technology. The scanners keep getting better and faster. Like the print scanners used to have to flatbed scan everything. Same with slides. Very time consuming and tedious and expensive. Well, now we have these new Kodak scanners that you can just put the prints through, and they just zip right through in a second. And the quality is excellent. And the slide scanner we just got was, they gutted an old Kodak like slide projector and put the scanning stuff down in there, but it still uses the trays. So people drop off their trays, we put it on the top and press a button and walk away. It drops each slide down, scans it, pops it up, goes to the next one. So that's become automated. And slide scans have come down from like $4, $5, $6 a slide down to about 50 cents a slide. So now people can bring in their big trays, and they're finding all kinds of fun stuff from the 60s and 70s and 80s, and remember that car, and oh, there's that couch we had. And it's just like a time capsule. And then what people then do after that, the sharing has gotten really easy. You can just upload it to your cloud service, which most people already have from their phone. Like if you have iPhone, you have iPhoto, or Google has, I think, unlimited capacity for $2 a month. And you just save it there, and then you can share it to the rest of your family for free. You don't have to make up 10 DVDs or flash drives and give them to everybody physically.
Wow.
You just give them access. So yeah, it's really exciting, and people find all kinds of treasures. And then you find these images that no one knows exist, and you spin them into a gift. You make a crazy photo mug or a tumbler or something for the wall or whatever, and surprise people on their birthdays or holidays with this unknown image that no one knows about, and that just makes a killer, personalized gift item.
Absolutely. And Tom, all of this is so great. I could ask you so many more questions about this, but we are running short on time. I do want to thank you so much for your time today. Tom Hite with the Hite Photo and the Print Refinery. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you. It was my pleasure.